Japa means repetition. Repetition. Now, for example, Ekta got her children. If they ask a question again and again, she may scream at her children. How many times I have to repeat? How many times I have to repeat? Won't you understand? And whereas Japa is not that repetition, it is rather than, it is called as reiteration, reinforcing. And in the sadhana, what it says, you have to do it regularly, not one-off, every day. You can't say that it's a repetition. Do I have to do it again? I did it yesterday. I did it the day before yesterday. Do I have to do it again? It says sadhana is the one. Yes, you have to do it over and over again. Whatever you have done yesterday, it doesn't matter. You have to do it today also. Tomorrow, yes, you have to do it. And repetition, that is called a sadhana. Sadhana is the one you have to reiterate, reinforcing. Why repetition is required? Like at a house that I vacuumed last week, do I have to vacuum again? Why I have to vacuum? I did it yesterday, why I have to clean again? Yes, you have to do, to keep it tidy. In the house, you have to clean it again and again. You can't say that I did it yesterday, why I have to do it today? You have to do it. It is the impurities to keep it clean, you have to do it again and again. Japa, and everyone repeats. At workplace, the same thing. If I work with a colleague, same thing that person will be talking. Every morning is the same story. And same story like a plate. At home, wife, same plate. Every day, same thing. Every day, it's a same thing. Every day we go through, everyone has a habit of repeating. Every morning when I get up, I need to have a coffee. Doesn't matter. I need to have a coffee. That is a habit. I need to have. Why? I don't know. It's my family tradition. And I say, it is a family tradition. I need to have that one. And this, everyone has a repetition. Everyone goes through the pattern. Everyone has a pattern in their life. And it is, everyone follows. And in the opening comment I talked about in the rules, various rules are there, country rule or religious rule or the personal rule. Everyone has a pattern in the life. Everyone treads the pattern. And the pattern, most of us, 99%, unless you do the sadhana, your pattern always going down. Like water always flows down, our pattern in the life. If you do not do any sadhana, it is a downward flowing energy. Downward flowing energy. If you don't have any system in your life, no discipline in your life, unchecked, the pattern is going down, and let it loose. And to convert the downward flowing energy to upward, that is called a sadhana. That is another pattern. Every day I am following a pattern this way. Like in the evening we will do the tratak. In the candle, when you burn the candle, wax starts flowing down in a pattern in one side. That is the pattern. That is, no resistance is required. But you have to make another groove in another side so that wax starts flowing from that side. Effort is required. My energy generally is going one direction. Now I have to convert like river water. It is flowing and getting wasted. I have to channelize the river energy to the right field so that the land gets irrigated and I get the good yield out of this life. That is called as sadhana. To do that one, to change the default setting of my mind, I have to do what is called as japa. In Patanajali, he talks about tad japa, tad artha bhavanam. Japa, when you do the japa, you have to, instead of always whinging, suppose somebody cuts off in the traffic, you start swearing at that person. Unknowingly that words come out. Unknowingly that words that I have no control over my tongue. Somebody stops in front of me and I start honking, my emotions comes out. It's a effort is required to channelize my energy. I start swearing at people, or somebody doesn't follow what I want, I start yelling at that one. That emotions to channelize what is required to is a japa. Japa is the one to channelize. What Patanjali is talking about, tat japa, you have to do tat. The first word is tat. Tat means tata. Tata means one who pervades everywhere, expands. And in Gayatri mantra also, in the Matsya Rupa, tat savitar varenyam, and tat, in the Gayatri mantra, the first tat word is referred to Matsya avatara. Matsya, that small fish. Satyavrata, he got the fish in the palm, it grew big, he put it in a vessel, it grew big, he put it in a pond, it grew big, he put it in a river, it grew big, he put it in a sea, and it started becoming bigger, expanding. Tat, one who pervades everywhere, who is there within, also you do a japa about that one. Why not? Why do a japa on trivial things? Do the japa, tat japa, do the reiteration on one who pervades everywhere and within. Tat japa, and when you are doing, do the japa with meaning. And whatever name we have, it is a confined, limited. We take a miniature name and we personalize that one. And for example, Diptiman. Diptiman, the meaning is one Dipti means a light, and one who has a illumined person. That is a confined name, and if you expand that one, Diptiman is a sun. Who illumines, this Diptiman is illumining his own being, that Diptiman illumines the whole world. Beyond that one, Diptiman is the Supreme Lord, who illumines the whole universe, not only outside, he illumines everyone's being. When you start expanding, and that the ultimate repository of all names in all languages is talking only about him. When that person dies, where that something has to go back to the original. That Diptiman, that name, it has to go back to its originality, where it belongs. That belongs to that one. Whatever is Sundar, he may say that Sundar means beautiful. His wife may say that you are beautiful. It is that is one confined to that person, but the Sundara, one who is most beautiful, most enchanting, to be enchanted by all the sages, is the Supreme Being. Whatever name you talk about, and whatever name, whatever language, it talks about only about him. Whatever language, the ultimate repository of that name is that one. Do not confine that name to only this one. Personalize, this is belonging to this one. Start expanding. The ultimate custodian of that name is Supreme Lord. Whatever. That Manish, if we say Manisha, Mana is the king, and Mana is a calm mind. One is Lord of the mind, or best of the person, human. Mana and Manu, if you start expanding, the best mind, illumined mind, is nothing but the Supreme Lord. And not to fight that this God is my religion, this God is this one. The ultimate repository of all names is Supreme Lord. Tad Japa, Tad Artha Bhavanam. When you start doing a Japa, what that name, you are doing a Japa on the Supreme Lord who pervades everywhere, who is there within. When I start doing that one, slowly, unknowingly, my thinking pattern changes. Slowly, inner transformation starts happening. Unknowingly, when I am regularly doing that one, slowly I am channelizing the water energy in another field, so that my being starts getting enriched. Unknowingly, and my inner blossoming starts happening. That Japa. That is called as, and yajnanam japa yajñosmi. In Bhagavad Gita also Sri Krishna says, best of the yajnas, best of the offering you can do is japa. Think of the Lord. And japa, repetition. Japa and again japa, it becomes, when you start doing the japa over and over again, it becomes ajapa. Ajapa, unknowingly, it is subconscious level. Whenever I am sitting idle, now if I have practiced, if I sit idle, my mind starts going towards the worst possible scenario. That whatever area, some news I read or something corona I read about or saw the television, or my mind goes into the default, it's a worst possible scenario. When you do the japa, the default setting, always when you get up in the middle of the night, you are still repeating that name, that you are unconsciously, you start repeating that name. And slowly the default setting of the mind is changed. And yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajantyante kalevaram. And Sri Krishna talks about whatever thought with which you leave the body, you will get that one. This life is nothing but a train journey, that whatever you think in the last minute of your life, you are going to get that one. I haven't practiced any sadhana, nothing I have done, and in the last minute of my life, my limbs are failing and my senses are out of control, and I start thinking of the negative. Oh my God, I am going to die. Do something. My property is there, my property investment is there, and I want to tell my son where all my investment is there, well, my Swiss bank account I want to tell, but I can't speak also. I die in misery. I have seen many people in the deathbed last minute, and one person uncontrolled living, and he was saying that I want that, bring that food, this food in the last minute. And we may laugh at that one, but it is if you don't do the sadhana, in some quarrel you picked up with your boss 30 years back, in the deathbed it may come and haunt you. In the last minute I am thinking about that incident. I am leaving the body, and what will happen? Action and reaction. I am coming back to take the revenge, or it's playing the game, reactive, or this one. And what in the Bhagavad Gita also says, and this sadhana, when you have the energy, start doing the practice, and with an inspiration to leave the body on a positive note. Leave the body on a positive note, not on a negative note, not on a regret. Try to do the sadhana such a way that we aspire to leave the body, and whether we are able to remember or not, it is up to the Lord. But effort should be there. My effort. This retreat is for inner enrichment. I am the most important. Slowly, you are enriching your being with an only prayer to the Supreme Lord. May I remember you when I depart. May I be blessed to remember you. I don't know whether physically I will be able to do, whether I am in the ICU or my throat is filled with phlegm, whether I am able to speak or not, I don't know. But may you grace me with that one. May I depart on a positive note. Positive note. For that is the technique. In the sadhana it is given. Sadhana, this japa, you are doing the japa. This is a japamala. Japamala, it is there, that concept is there in all religion. And in our japamala, this rosary has 51 beads or 108. 51 is called as Akshamala. In the Samskrita, letter starts with A, E, and last letter is Ksha. A to Ksha, 51 letters. That is 51 beads. And every letter is talking about the Supreme Lord. And every letter, this one syllable, it's A means Ananta, A is it's Apti, every letter is talking about Supreme Lord. 51 letters or 108. 108 means 1 plus 8 is 18. 18, 1 and 8 is in the reverse in Sanskrita. 8 is called as Ja, Kaka Gaganga, Cha Cha Ja is 8. Ya is 1. 18 is Ja, Ya. Jaya means victory. 18, 108, complete victory. And this one is another bead at the center, it's 109, is called as Guru bead. Guru bead, it says, when you come up to counting and do not cross the Guru, you pay the respect and go back. It's a Guru bead, you have to pay the respect, not to cross. In many temples are there in Kerala also, when you don't do the full pradakshina, when that point comes, people that go back, that not to cross that line. And this is called as Meru bead or Guru bead, and you are placing it on the ring finger and the thumb on one side, and you are pulling the bead with the middle finger. All you are doing is pulling the bead in. When you come up to there and go back. Okay, that is the japa. It's that is the one round. Okay, one round japa. And now we are in the class. We are calling this school as Vasudeva Kriya Yoga. Vasudeva, another meaning. It is also talking about Supreme Lord. Vasayati Devayati, one who is there everywhere in the everyone's heart as the highest being. And Vasayati, it's a Vasansi, is there, and it's a precious, inexhaustible wealth within everyone is called as Vasudeva. One who illumines not only the outer macrocosm, illumines the inner being also is called as Vasudeva. And Bhagavad Gita also talks about Vasudeva Sarvamiti Sahamahatma Sudurlabha. One who has seen, realizes the Supreme Lord pervades everywhere, that worships that one, that person is very rare. One who sees the Supreme Lord everywhere is very rare. That's them. And that Vasudeva is a name of it's an adjective. It is in the whatever we are talking about, it is not a noun, it's an quality of the Lord. Whatever name, it's a quality. We are tad Japa, tad Artha Bhavanam. We are contemplating on the quality. And what is the benefit of contemplating on that one? And we start acquiring that quality. One's personality starts expanding. The benefit of doing Vasudeva Japa, one's personality starts expanding. One starts expanding his being or her being, and not only the materially, but also spiritually, that person starts expanding. That is another dimension, what we get out of doing the japa with particular meaning. Meaning that our material prosperity starts expanding, spiritual wellness starts expanding. That is what everyone wants. Not only the outer prosperity, inner also. Only outer, nothing inside, it becomes a burden as we age. With the inner, without outer, we have to survive. We need outer also. The both we need to exist, both inner expansion as well as outer expansion. That is the phala. What you get out of the Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. And not to switch. People sometimes go for mantra collection. I went to the teacher, I collected this mantra, and have 10 mantras, 20 mantras. And when you understand this one, you are contemplating on the name, the adjective, contemplating whatever name is that one. When I start collecting, you have to go deep. Breadth is not important in spirituality. Depth, how deep you have gone, that is more important than how many mantras I have collected. Not the breadth, depth is more important. When you have that one, stick to that one. Go as in as you can, and because every name is talking about the same Lord. When you start, if you collecting so many mantras, there is no depth. Only this width. We need the depth in our sadhana. We do this, keep your back straight, neck straight. Yeah, you can. Yeah.